I'm really honored to speak to you today on the occasion of the formal launch of the 2025 Science, Technology and Innovation Indicators Report to diagnose the state of our national system of innovation. And it provides us with an evidence-based picture of our country's innovation system. And in particular, the strengths and weaknesses of our system, and of course, the areas that require urgent attention and action. But this report, it would be wrong to just characterize it as a collection of statistics. Yes, it is about that, but it is about more than that at the same time. It's because it, at the same time, is an instrument to inform policy, guide investments, and enhance the role of science, technology, and innovation as a catalyst for industrialization and improved quality of life. Given the implications of this report for national priorities and the strategic direction of our country last year, I'm pleased to say I tabled this report in Cabinet. That's why we delayed at least to release it. I am pleased to say that Cabinet approved it for public release and noted it as one of our very important documents. This year, we are launching the STI Indicators Report under the theme Bridging the Gap, using STI data to drive South Africa's economic future. Because all countries that are developing, growing very fast, you measure them by how much they've invested in science, technology, and innovation. The more they invest, the better they perform. And this theme signals that STI indicators cannot remain abstract measurements. They must actively shape STI policy, and most importantly, they must give substance to government's mission to achieve inclusive economic growth for all. I always emphasize this, and I've said as a department, we must fully embrace the idea of contributing not just to growth, but to inclusive growth. Because not all growth is inclusive, as a matter of fact. Some of the growth can happen very fast, but with only a tiny section of the population developing. So the issue of inclusive growth is at the heart of what we are seeking to do. The report presents us with a complex picture of a nation achieving bold milestones while facing critical challenges. Our universities are becoming more representative and more capable. We have achieved gender parity among academic staff. For the first time since 2022, women became 52% of academic staff in South Africa. Black academic staff, and this is very impressive, increased from 27% to 62% over the same period, 2010 and 2022. This matters because it stimulates a more diverse research community and an ecosystem to address a wider range of research questions in order to address our country's challenges. But I'm pleased that PhDs, academic staff, permanent staff, holding PhDs increased from 35.7% in 2010 to 52.5%. We are more than half now. And we are moving towards the national target of 75%, at least for traditional universities. Related to this, our research is becoming more competitive, influential, and globally connected. South Africa produced 25,775 scientific articles in 2023, ranking 29 globally, and second in Africa behind Egypt. So sometimes, you have this penchant for negative narratives about our country. We are not saying we don't have challenges, but all that tends to bury this good progress that we are also making, not only on this front, but particularly on this front of national system of innovations that I'm talking about. Beyond quantity, our research makes an impact, by the way. South African publications consistently receive more citations than the global average. It's a very important achievement that. Meaning the world is reading and building on the country's knowledge production. This influence is strongest in health sciences, humanities, and natural sciences, fields where South African expertise shapes global understanding and knowledge production, knowledge contribution. We have a lot to share with the world, and even to teach the world. I don't think we should be ashamed of that. And I always tell people we're a very talented nation, by the way. We've got very good scientists in our country. We don't have enough of them. That's the big challenge that we have. In the area of venture capital investment, this is also exciting. The value of venture capital investments nearly tripled from 1.1 billion in 2022 to 3.3 billion in 2023. It's a big increase. It's important because this is one area where we have a challenge. We need venture capitalists who are bold to invest in our innovation. Now, I'm pleased that our e-government index improved from 0.74 in 2022 to 0.86 in 2024. We now rank 40th globally and second amongst BRICS nations, behind only China. More citizens can access services online, and government is slowly becoming more responsive, more transparent, and more efficient. We are leading the rest of the African continent in digital connectivity. For example, we've got 45.3 million internet users and 74.7 internet penetration rate. We are leaders in digital connectivity on the continent. Our manufacturing sector is contributing to employment. In 2023, formal manufacturing employment was 11%, higher than in 2014. This is especially evident in high-tech industries. Behind this growth are families with breadwinners, young people starting careers, and communities with more stability. Although I must say we're also making progress in agricultural innovation, with plant breeders' rights applications surging from 263 in 2022 to 318 in 2023, placing South Africa among the global top 5 for agricultural innovation. Plant breeders' rights are like patents for new plant varieties. They protect the intellectual property of those who develop better and more productive crops. South African researchers are developing new varieties that the world wants. Despite economic pressures, investment in health research has more than doubled, from 44.7 billion in 2013-2014 to 10 billion in 2022-2023. Health research now accounts for nearly a quarter of all South African R&D expenditure, demonstrating a clear national commitment to tackling disease, improving treatments, and building healthier communities. I'm still hopeful that South Africa will come with the first breakthrough, either in the prevention or curing of cancer. Something tells me that we have got capacity that actually we could make a very significant breakthrough. Just looking at the Nuclear Medicine Research Institute, NUMERI, at Steve Biko, it's the only facility of its kind in the African continent. I'm very hopeful because we are a talented nation. We are also breaking new ground in the area of space. This is one that also excites me a lot. In 2023, we launched 9 objects into space And our universities, particularly the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, with its nanosatellite program, are developing the skills and technology that will underpin a future space industry. This is high-tech industrialization in action. But the good news is that we are the main country that is training space scientists for the continent, as South Africa. It's nice to be Minister of Science in a talented nation,